What's up, guys? Card Boss here. Welcome to the episode of the Courtside Investor podcast. As you can see, I'm outside today getting my passport done. It's already lapsed, and just a bit of waiting time for the passport to get ready. So I thought I'd just going to do a quick video on reacting to the latest announcement that eBay is going to start doing extended bidding. And for those of you guys who are not aware, eBay is going to do a short run to have extended bidding on auctions. That basically, if any bid is to be placed within the final 2 minutes of the auction ending, the clock will then reset to another 2 minutes. Now, this extended bidding format is not new. In fact, it's actually being used in most other auction houses such as Goldin, Fanatics Collect, and ALT as well, although each of them have a bit of differences to what eBay is doing. Now, the closest one that's eBay is following is actually Goldin, where Goldin actually resets the clock to 30 minutes instead of 2 minutes for every single listing that's on their weekly as well as their elite auction. Okay. Whereas the extended bidding for Fanatics Collect is a bit different. Fanatics Collect weekly auctions, they do extended bidding for 30 minutes on the first bid that's placed on the extended bidding period, and then it drops down to 15, I believe, and then 10 and 5 and so on until the auction closes. Typically, it takes about an hour for the auction to finish from the start of the extended bidding time. ALT, on the other hand, has a very different extended bidding format, depending on number of listings. So let's say it's 1,000 listings, and it runs on a 5-minute extended bidding clock. But how it works is, for example, if somebody could place a bid on any of the items, not just the item that you're looking at, the 5 minutes clock resets again. So typically, for weekly auctions or for, let's say, 1,000 items on that week, the auction can run for a full 2 hours or so. Now, this is actually important, okay? Because for a person like myself who actually relies on auction to procure most of the cards, and through my experience, right, auction is a kind of a marathon and a little test some patience. And with eBay, you got to have a bit of a cheat code, with bots whereby you can actually use sniper bots to place your bids at the very last second. And, you can determine your bid early, and then the sniper bots will put in last second. The bid that is actually faster than you clicking on your phone. So a lot of people, like myself, will bid on eBay manually, which then, to lose out on these sniper bots. So with the extended bidding format on Fanatics Collect and ALT and Goldin, it seems to be much more fair. It's again a test of endurance and test of patience. Now, why do I say that? So, say for example, if you're talking about Fanatics Collect, the first extended bidding is 30 minutes, and then it drops down to 15, 10, 5. So that's fine. Okay. So if you're bidding with one or two other person, the maximum goal is perhaps just 1 hour from the start of extended bidding. Whereas ALT, right? So if ALT bid on one item, or whether there's some item that you're not focusing on, it's being bidded from reset 5 minutes. So typically it runs for 2 hours. So even though there's no activity on the listing that you are monitoring and you are the highest bidder, but the auction keeps on resetting, which can be a bit annoying, but that's how it works. So normally for ALT, you just want to go in strong, your highest bid, and then just shut down the app and then just wait to see if you win. Because sitting around for 2 hours, just monitoring that the clock keeps on kind of resetting, and it doesn't affect the listing, can be a bit frustrating. Whereas for Goldin, okay, so Goldin is a big challenge here where you got to wait 30 minutes whenever your item bid up. So if, let's say, the clock runs down to the last 1 minute, mark in that 30-minute timer, and somebody bids it, it resets to 30 minutes, and then you got to wait for around 30 minutes, or you can place a bid, and the clock goes on for around 30 minutes. eBay, it has the best of, kind of like the best situation here, just 2 minutes. So just have to wait 2 minutes a bit longer. And it forces you to monitor that particular listing without care for rest. So what does this mean? This means that, of course, sniper bots may be taken out of the equation, unless, of course, they come up with a new system or technology to get around this thing. I'm not sure it's true what I don't use sniper bots myself. But again, it makes you want to focus on the listing, and it makes you being very strategic as well. So, like, say, for example, if you were to monitoring like 4 or 5 items at the same time, roughly around the same period, it's going to get a bit tricky if you don't have experience to monitor how this extended bidding goes. You see, there's one bid, it goes on timer goes, And then 2 minutes can go by really, really quickly, right? So with Goldin, right, it kind of goes for 30 minutes. So even though that somebody outbids you, you got a full 30 minutes to figure out if you want to go and challenge. Whereas for eBay, it's just 2 minutes. So if you got a bunch of things that you're looking at the same time, the clock keeps on resetting, can get pretty confusing. But with some experience and with some practice, you definitely get hang of it. And this practice actually is really good if you're being very serious on myself, so that you can take advantage of people who's kind of like a bit lost with this sensitivity. I know, because after all, auctions can be a very emotional process. There tends to be people trying to move their emotions to bid of a certain kind. Sometimes, most of the time, yourself paying more than what they should be paying, which is the big danger of auctions. Okay, and extended bidding really drives the emotion a bit. Right. You said just $5 more, and the club resets, and some club said just $5 more. It just goes way beyond what you feel when pay from AWA. So very be careful about that. But all in all, I like the new change. Looking forward to it. So it gives a bit more fair playing ground. eBay, definitely, I think that it's a good move forward. All right, that's pretty much it. My quick reaction on the eBay extended bidding. To like subscribe for my channel for more news like this. Definitely more work to be done in the future. Thank you, guys. Until next one. God bless out.